here at the NovaCare Complex for the first day of the Eagles getting to work to prepare for the Minnesota Vikings. Doug Pederson just talked at the podium for his Monday press conference, and one of the main takeaways was not that he's intimidated, but he certainly realizes how big of a task it's going to be against this Minnesota Vikings defense. He called the task daunting, and here's everything he had to say about the Vikings and the problems they'll present for the Eagles offense.
This team's playing, listen, they've been together now for a few years, so this group's playing with a lot of confidence, playing with a lot of speed, not a lot of mistakes. I mean, it's a scheme that just, they just basically say, hey, line up and come after us, try to beat us, and that's what you see on tape, and it's a daunting task for us, obviously, this week.
There's no denying the Vikings defense is one of the best units in the league, maybe the best unit in the league, although the Eagles defense is playing pretty good right now too. But when you look at it, I actually think the Vikings defense and the Eagles offense, I think the Eagles offense has the type of personnel that could be successful against the Vikings. The Eagles offensive line has been blocking really well all season, but especially as of late, now that you have Stefan Wisniewski back, Jason Kelce is playing at an all-pro level, Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks. They have maybe one of the best offensive lines in the league. And the way that the Vikings have really been able to disrupt opposing offenses this year is with their pass rush and their defensive line. I think the Eagles have the offensive line to neutralize it just a little bit. And I also think that Doug Pederson is a good enough play schemer where he could potentially scheme to neutralize it. I think the Vikings cornerbacks are good. Trey Waynes, I do think, is susceptible to the Eagles to really maybe kind of attacking him. Xavier Rhodes on the other side is going to be a little bit tougher, but Doug's right. The Vikings defense is a daunting task. It's going to be tough, but I think the Eagles have the personnel and offense to get the job done.